This is a Ferrari 488 Pista. It might be one of the best Ferraris ever made. It is so great that it actually intimidates me to film this car. I've never felt that way with any car that I've filmed ever on my YouTube channel. Because how am I going to be able to do a car like this justice after having it for only a few hours? It's my good friends at LW Automotive who's lent me this car today. This car is actually for sale at their dealership, so if you have $525,000 to spare and you're looking for a Pista, I'll link their contact information in the description below. So like I said, this car is pretty intimidating, but we're gonna do our best in today's video to show you guys what it's like to drive one of the greatest Ferraris ever made, the 488 Pista. Now, Pista stands for track in Italian. So when you drive this car, whether you're a familiar track driver or not, you just feel like you want to be on a track because that's where the car's true potential is. You don't get it driving around here on just normal roads. Now, it's extremely fast. The 3.9 liter twin turbo V8 has 710 horsepower and over 500 pound-feet of torque. It is crazy in a straight line, but still, that's not what you want to do in this car. It takes turns so well. It weighs 3,300 pounds, so it's extremely light. And an even crazier thing is, if you buy a 488 Pista Spider, that's lighter than the coupe. Usually a Spider is heavier because of the whole mechanism you needed with the roof and additional reinforcements and so on, since it doesn't have a traditional roof. But a Spider is actually even lighter than a coupe. Now, in 2015, the regular 488 was announced, which was the successor to the already amazing 458. And in 2018, the Pista. So the biggest difference between a regular 488 when it comes to the styling is here up front. So we got a gigantic air duct right here where air will travel through and obviously give the car a lot more downforce in the front end. This car is just absolutely stunningly gorgeous. It is finished in Tour de France blue. Hopefully this comes out on camera. It is an absolutely amazing color. We got carbon fiber everywhere. These side skirts, we got carbon fiber around the air vents here as well for cooling of the engine in the back. Now, of course, we have carbon fiber here in the engine bay as well. And we got a huge carbon fiber diffuser. Now, not only does it have the gorgeous TDF blue color, it has a two-tone stripe. And check this out. We have the original sticker. The two-tone stripe alone is a $15,187 option. And doesn't it look amazing? Now, our car here today has the black forged wheels. They're wrapped in Cup 2 tires, but you can also spec your 488 Pista, or could back in the day, with carbon fiber wheels as well. Now, the grip in these tires are amazing once you're out on the road, which we will demonstrate here in just a minute. I mean, I'm gonna do my best. Again, this car is very intimidating to film because I want to do it justice, and I know that I can't unless we're driving it on a track. But before we take it out on the road here, we'll jump inside, take a look at this gorgeous interior. You got carbon fiber in the doors. It doesn't have a regular door handle. It has this little strap right here. Everything for weight savings, of course. Now, the interior is very classic Ferrari, and I love that. I don't like that they're starting to digitalize everything more and more. The steering wheel, we're gonna have to start the car up here. It's the exact same that I had in my F12. Everything is located pretty much on the steering wheel. So we have turn signals, you got LED indicators here for the RPMs. This is the suspension button, bumpy road mode, start, stop, the light switch. We have the windshield wipers there, and then we have the Manettino, where you can drive it in wet mode, sport mode. Obviously, you drive it in race mode. If you have a lot of skills and big cojones, you can drive it in ESC off. I don't. So we'll be keeping it in race here, where we have some traction control. And then you have your little bridge here with reverse auto. Of course, you drive it in manual, and then for launch control right here, you got your window openers right there. You have a little slot for the key. No longer, at least when you buy a 488 Pista, do you have like a traditional key. You have a fob, and you can place it right there. And then we just have the air vents and stuff. We have the tachometer in the middle, and then we have 2 screens on each side. Let's start her up. The very loud Ferrari beeping in the beginning. It's like you're about to like get in a fighter jet or something. I actually like that beeping. It's amazing. So you always drive a Ferrari in manual. Click the right paddle. We're in first gear. Let's take this out on the road. This car is so well made. Holy crap. Oh, and it pulls that power. It's just nasty. It sits on the road. Yeah, how do I properly put it into words? How great this car is to drive. It's a combination of just everything. Obviously power plant, the engine, transmission, 7-speed, dual clutch, lightning quick. These sports seats are the best sports seats I've ever sat in my life. I had them in the F12 as well, and they're just, I mean, they're stiff like they're supposed to be, but they're not complete. Hold on. This thing is a freaking missile. It is McLaren 720 fast in the straight line. It's just stupid. This is what a car. I can't do this thing justice. I just can't. I want more time with it. I want this car on a track because it feels so light. The steering is so good. The power delivery is amazing. This is the best Ferrari that I have ever driven. Now, I haven't driven every Ferrari ever made, of course, but out of the ones that I've driven, it's such a difference. Like I said, I want more time with this car. Specifically, I want $525,000 so I can buy it and drive it every day. Unfortunately, I'm not in that position at the moment. But man, you know, in the beginning of the video, I said that this car intimidates me. And it's not intimidating in a way where I feel like it's going to kill me because it's so well made. You know, except from a standstill and you just, you know, mashing the throttle, it will, you know, it wants to spin. But when you're just driving the car around and you're driving it aggressively in turns and you're on the throttle, I mean, it puts the power down. Everything feels so well made. It's actually very confidence inspiring. So, you know, I'm not driving around here scared to death because I'm driving a over $500,000 car in these twisty little forest roads. It's just that good. When a car makes you feel like it wants to show you what it's made for, and it gives you the confidence to just go for it, I mean, that's amazing. And for those of you who follow my channel, you know, I had an F12. It was straight piped NA V12, and you know, I was in love with the sound. There was so much talk about the sound because those cars are amazing and they do sound incredible. In this car, I don't. If I own this car, I don't think I would have even worried about like, oh, it needs an exhaust and all that stuff. The car sounds amazing for a forced induction V8, and it's just the driving in itself that is so satisfying about this car. I can't believe I'm saying that like, I don't even think this thing needs an exhaust. Maybe I would change my mind after a while, but man, it sounds great. It's not a V12, but it drives so much better than what I'm used to. Now, obviously, a 488 Pista and an F12 is not really comparable in that way. That's a Grand Tourer. This is a track car. But wow, wow.